How to stop being jealous. Psychology tells us that jealousy is a very deep-rooted cause of low self-esteem. Now, come on guys, let's face it, we have all felt jealousy more than once in our lives, and its effect can cause major problems in our work, in our relationships, and general day-to-day life. It's that little voice scrutinizing everything that we do and everything that we see. So, let's remove jealousy with today's video. My name is Anna, and get ready. First, let's break down jealousy into two types, romantic and competitive. And yes, self-explanatory, understanding which type affects you most is going to help you to learn how to undo those negative thoughts. 1. Notice your jealousy triggers. Now, as soon as those icky feelings come up, recognize them. Now, don't try to actually shake it off. Just pause and notice any memories or anything that is brought up into the back of your head. It could be sounds, past events, etc. Now, our brains remember the last memory of when we thought about something, not the first time that we experienced that memory. Yes, sounds crazy. So can you remember the last time that you felt jealous in that current moment of jealousy? Now, the more that you can think back to past events that made you feel jealous, then you can understand the trigger and what has caused the current jealousy. And the sooner you do that, the sooner you can remove the triggers and say goodbye to jealousy. Radical acceptance. When you feel jealousy, learn to accept the situation and the feeling and do nothing. Just come to terms with how you feel, and you will learn that you are jealous because of your self-esteem, not as a result of the other person. Now, over time, you will begin to learn that the other person really did do nothing wrong. Therefore, it really is not fair to turn your nose up at them. Find a way to distract yourself. Now, I get it, that jealous feeling for some of us can be so overwhelming that if we do not act on it, we can sit in a slump, we lose our appetites, we get migraines, we feel nauseous. Now, you need to distract yourself just momentarily so that you do not make a situation worse, and then after the distraction, you return to it when you are not being a hothead, which will cause you a lot less pain. Now, let me give you an example here. If you are jealous, say for example, your partner is hanging out with someone and you feel a little bit, I'm not happy with this. Instead of going in guns blazing and shouting, maybe just think, okay, I need to distract myself right now. I'm just going to go and get myself a drink from the bar. And then when I come back, when I feel better, I can tell my partner that I feel a little bit strange with them hanging out with that person. Here is a quote from a popular DBT book that I have read and I absolutely love it. Now, you cannot avoid pain, but you can control the amount of suffering that the pain brings. So, to start distracting yourself, focus on things around you, and you may still lose your appetite, I get it, but what we're trying to do here is to try to reprogram your brain to handle this emotion differently. Now, I promise, the more that you can learn to distract yourself in that moment and pull away and go do something else, then it gets easier, and the quicker your brain will learn to combat and get rid of that jealousy. So, the distraction leads us to self-soothe. I want you to focus on the senses, the visions, smells, taste, touches, listening, people walking past. For example, if you are feeling hot-headed, go for a walk, breathe in deeply for a couple of moments, take a shower. But what if you are in a situation where you just cannot leave where you are? For example, a work event with a partner? Now, let's face it, you do not want to be causing a scene, so start small. For example, apply hand cream or sanitizer because that's touch. Tell your partner, I'm just going to go buy you a drink. I'll be back in a second. So that way you can physically leave the situation, and that is your distraction. Number 5, return to the situation. Then after the heat of the feeling that has dissipated, you can actually return to that distressing situation with a clear head. And that is when you start to deal with it. Maybe you are used to avoiding said person when you have those feelings and just avoiding them until you calm down. But in order to overcome jealousy, you need to deal with it head on. So I need you to go back to that person and begin to recognize the damage that the jealousy is actually causing in your life. Remember, acceptance is key. List your insecurities. I need you to have a very honest talk about why these feelings pop up. Remember tip 1, we talked about those triggers? Now I know it's going to be hard to be honest, but understanding these vital things will help you to become a better person because you can start the self-growth journey. For example, if you wrote on this list that you feel jealous and insecure when your partner talks to, say, another person, think about why you actually feel jealous. Do you feel you aren't good enough, therefore they will leave you for this other person? Now there, I need you to start battling these things. And that leads us to 7, your battle armor. Return to your list and write a solution or a strategy to overcome every insecurity that brings on jealousy. Now, maybe a parent is, never happy with the good news that you share because they outsmart you with other siblings in the family. And you need a strategy which will be, learn to not talk about yourself around them. Celebrate your victories with just friends. Now, make sure you have a strategy for everything and tell those who need to know. If you are in a relationship and jealousy is starting to affect both you and your partner or you and your friends, then tell them what is going on. Be honest. And that's where you are emotionally sharing and you are removing some of that shame. And let's face it, if your friends or your partner is amazing, they will find ways to support you through this. 9, have a healthy mind. You don't need to feel jealous. Let me say that again. You don't need to feel jealous. You are probably just used to it. Maybe in the past you were cheated on and the pain from that sting hasn't really gone away. So if you are in a relationship now or in a friendship and this person has no reason for you to feel suspicious and jealous, then you have to accept that you are wasting vital energy on that feeling. It's very important. And we have reached the end of the video. Let me know down in the comments if you feel this video is going to really help you combat those jealous feelings. I wish you the very best on your self-growth journey. Now let me tell you personally, I have had to deal with jealous feelings myself. So I will see you in the next video. Give us the very favorite 3 things: the like, the share, and the comment. And maybe a 4th one, a follow, subscribe to the channel. And I will see you in the next video. All the best to you. Take care. Bye-bye.